For more on these developments, the embattled chairman, Taraba State, Ibrahim El-Suldi, joins me on the news from Abuja studios. Thank you so much for joining me on the news. Well, talk to us exactly what is going on with your party in Taraba, which led to some members of your party state working committee passing a vote of no confidence on you and then challenging you to step aside.
Well, thank you very much. I am not embattled chairman of APC in Taraba State. I am still the chairman of Taraba State because what took place in Taraba State is so laughable, very illegal and unconstitutional. The allegations they leveled against me, they have never ever confronted me with it. And this is contrary to the provisions of the Constitution. Now, for you to pass a vote of no confidence, you have to come under Article 17, sub-Article 6, where it is stated that subject to ratification by the National Convention or Congress, an officer shall be relieved of his post at any time if a vote of no confidence is passed on him by 2/3 of members of the relevant party organ. And where a vote of no confidence has been passed on an officer, the relevant party organ shall appoint another person to act in his place pending ratification by the National Convention. Now, they purported to pass a vote of no confidence under Article 21 D6. Now, Article 21, if you read it, it says power to discipline. The party has power to discipline its members. It says subject to the provisions of this article and the right to fair hearing. Right to fair hearing. The party shall have power to discipline members of the party. The power shall be exercised on behalf of the party by the respective executive committee. Who are the executive committee in Taraba State? 36 members of the working and non-working committee. Then 32 members, that is the secretaries and chairman of local government, members of the House of Assembly, members of the National Assembly. In fact, all those that will participate in the National Convention are members of the State Executive Committee. So we have about 110 members of the State Executive Committee. For you to pass a vote of no confidence, you must have at least 70 people to sign. And from what is displayed in the social media, it is only about 36 people signed. For them to invoke this section, it talks of offenses. How can you invoke a provision of offense without giving the person you accuse of committing an offense the opportunity to defend himself? I want them to come out and tell the world, when did they confront me with these allegations? And I did not satisfactorily answer. Yes.
You've actually challenged them. You've also thrown a challenge, but they also said that the reason why you were being asked to step down is because one of the things that they said was that your offenses include constitution breaches and then relocating the party or the party's office to Abuja. Those were some of the things that they complained about your leadership. So you have also laid allegations that your detractors are working against the party. So how do you prove all of this?
I can prove it. Chief David Sabo Kente is the sponsor of all this imbroglio. Everybody knows. He went to court. Instead of him to ask for a fresh election, he is saying the party should not participate, that the party should be delisted, and the candidate should also be delisted. His henchman, who read the communique, the vice chairman, Southern Taraba, is his henchman. So it is his own handiwork. He conscripted, or rather recruited, people like Sani Abubakar and the former minister, Saleh Maman, to do his biddings. All the allegations, I cannot answer them because I have not been confronted with it. Let a committee be set up, and I will reply to those allegations. That I have shifted the secretariat to Abuja is a blatant lie from the pit of hell. The world is a global world. Let them tell me or tell the world how many times they call me to Abuja for a meeting. You should know that I am a lawyer of 34 years standing. I have a chambers in Abuja, which is where majorly I do my legal practice. I have a chambers, and my wife is also in Jalingo. I do go there. Let them tell the world how many times they invited me for a meeting, and I refuse.
Okay, Mr. Mr.
Let them tell the world.
Before we end this conversation, there is actually a notice of fresh primary scheduled for Friday, 10th day of this month. And then the APC is also holding its presidential flag off on the following day, on Saturday. So with this internal wrangling between you and some members of your SWC, wouldn't this affect the outcome and then the chances of your party to field a candidate for the elections?
Well, as far as the issue of primary election is concerned, that is the primary function of the National Working Committee. Under Article 13(4)(8), the National Working Committee has the power to organize primary election for nomination of presidential, governorship, national and state legislative assembly candidates. It is not the function of the State Working Committee or the State Executive Committee to organize for primary election for governorship. They will appoint people to go and conduct this election. It has nothing to do with the State Working Committee or the State Executive Committee. Therefore, I cannot see how the presidential campaign rally will interfere or bring any friction or any problem with the primary election that has been fixed by the National Working Committee. I do not conduct primary election for national elections. I have no power to do it. They allege that I ordered for direct primary election when the National Secretariat said we should conduct an indirect primary election. How can I do that? It was the National Working Committee signed by Senator Abdullahi Adamu and Senator Omishore informing INEC that they inadvertently omitted Taraba for direct primaries. How can you now heap the blame on me?
Right. Mr. Ibrahim El-Suldi, the incumbent chairman, APC, Taraba State, so you claim that then you are still the incumbent chairman. We'll continue to have this conversation and see how these all issues definitely pan out. Thank you so much for your time on the news. Thank you.
Thank you. I remain the chairman, and because I have not been given any fair hearing, nobody tell me anything. Right.